Okay, people. Raining again. Today is what? Sunday? Sunday. The 7th. You can see. Raining. Not raining heavy, but raining. Okay, people, so it's February 7th at about noon, lunchtime. Obviously, I'm in the greenhouse. No heat in here, so all in all, things are ready for the ground pretty soon, right? Obviously, this froze, but what you gonna do with no heat, right? It will spring back fast. So, anyway, I am going to come out here now. These rocks, I am going to try and wash at least half of them. And I'm going to put them with the other rocks. Right in the front. For when it comes time to the pond. These things were in the ground, people. Like, this yard is like, I don't know. It was in the ground in there, in the ground in the back, and in the ground over there. It was all gravel mixed in with dirt, like this kind of stuff, right? This is what this all is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. Oh, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I count 11 buckets. So I am going to try and start with this. I have to narrow this down, because Suk will come and, what is that? Why you got all those rocks? What's the matter with you? Huh? You got rocks in your head, can't you see that? There's something wrong. And I'll be like, yeah, you're right, there is something wrong. But I'm dealing with it, okay? And there's only so much I can do in a damn day. Okay, people. I don't think I'm gonna make it for Tuesday. Today is Sunday. It's just too much work, people. Okay? Like, everything, I'm telling you, everything gets muddy. So I'm washing as I'm going, too, right? You know, it's not just whatever, right? Like, I'm washing the stuff as I'm going with a scrub brush, and, you know, I'm washing, right? Because you have to, otherwise everything turns green and slimy. So anyway, I did those buckets. I'm down to one. And there's some little rocks. What's going to end up happening at some point when it warms up, I have to take everything out of this area in terms of rocks and take out the dirt. Rinse off rocks and then put the dirt back in. Put the rocks back in and put the dirt into a flower pot. But that's for another day. Washing rocks, people. That's pretty much what I did today. Right? These are my landlady's rocks. But they'll come in handy. There's more rocks. Right? Those are raspberry bushes. Let me just see if they're going to take. I think what's happening here, too, people, is the more I get organized, and this is the way people are, right? Well, there's Boots, too. He actually let me get about 3 feet in front of him today, but he's still pretty scared. Anyway, the more I get organized, more situated, and if I can start having a little yard sale, you know, sell a little plant here and sell a little plant there, and wash those people. You know, they don't like that because there's people out there that do that stuff. I mean, I'm not going to be doing that stuff regularly. I don't even like doing garage sales. I don't. But, you know, I want to do a few for Andre. So that's what those raspberry bushes are for. Nothing to make a living, though. Anyway, I'm pretty freezing. Like, I'm so cold right now. I'm all wet. Feet are wet. Everything's wet. Hands are wet. Face is wet. Glasses are wet. I'm going to go inside, make myself a cup of tea. And then come out and start putting away some of these garbage buckets. Obviously, they're no good anymore, right? All rotten. So I'll do that. Hold on. Okay, people, I'm just warming up here for a minute. Like, I'm soaking wet. I am so tired. My back is killing me. And all I can think about, people, is when I'm done, I gotta find some time to go out in the streets and beg. Yep. I'm not out of the woods, people. I have no money. It's gonna get rough around here. I have no money for nothing. I'm not gonna meet the bills. I don't think so. My kids don't want to pay any more than what they're already paying because they're, you know, kids. They don't have no money, right? And I still feed them sometimes. Like, my middle daughter, actually, I feed quite a bit. I'm trying to encourage her to start making a list. She has to buy things for herself now, right? It's too easy to come up and down the stairs. I'm in Uncle John's chair. He told me not to worry. Right? Tomorrow's the last day. I don't think I'm going to make it. Those rocks I'm washing, 10 buckets full, and there's still one more, and the other ones, that's from like 2-3 years ago. I put those raspberry bush in like 3 years ago? 3-4 years ago? You know, some of those rocks were up where the chicken coop is. All behind where the raspberry bush was. They've been sitting in the bucket for like 3 years. Up along the fence. But it's probably better that I wash them now than in the middle of a heat wave, right? If you want to look on the bright side. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point. Now that they're clean. Now I'm putting them underneath the tree, line up the buckets, and then I'm going to put a bin over it to keep the grit out of it. And it can sit like that until I need them. That's the only way I can justify it, people. Like, I have never been around so many rocks since I was a kid playing at the ocean. Honest to God. I mean, because the ocean has thousands of rocks, right? Jumping off the sand dune. I did that. Used to play at the ocean up on the breakwater, and I used to play up by the gorge in Langford. Langley. I don't know. It's been so long. I was like 8 and 9 years old. I used to jump off of sand dunes when I was 8 years old, people. Can you imagine that? Sand dunes that were 700 feet high. And go all the way down. Natural sand dunes. But this rock situation here, what's Sook gonna say?
Oh, well, that was in the past.
There's Boots too. I'm telling you, that cat has definitely adopted this house. He just went to his bed, jumped up there. And when I came out this morning to feed the cats, he was there just waiting. I got about 3 feet away from him, but the other ones kept hovering around me, so he got scared and he took off. But he's back up there now. I give away a cat and I get a cat. Only I have no money for cats and I have no money for cat food. But I do have some rice and liver, so I guess in about 5 days from now, I'll be boiling up some cat food, rice and liver. That's okay for cats. I don't know where this is getting me, people. I just know that after Sook releases me, I'm going to have to find a couple days here and there, take my ass down there in Surrey Central with my little flyers and ask for some help. Because welfare's not cutting it. I'm losing my family allowance. Kids can only afford so much, right? My son's already disgusted with life, dropping out of freaking university after he's been in school for 6 years. Like, you're almost near the end. Why? Middle daughter doesn't want to go to college until she pays off her visa, which I'm still paying on what I owe her. So that's even less money. And that's why she eats my food, because then, you know, she can put more money on her visa and more money on her, you know, SkyTrain tickets, because they charge like $175 every time you get up on the SkyTrain and you don't have a ticket, or if you go up there, and when a lot of them came when she was like 12. You know, they're giving tickets to a 12-year-old. 13, no, she was 15. I think she was 15. She was 15. She wasn't 12, she was 15. And she had a boyfriend that worked in Surrey, and he'd catch the SkyTrain to go back home, and he'd want her to meet him at the SkyTrain so they could kiss each other goodnight before he went home after work. And because she was standing on the landing, she got a couple of tickets for that, $175 each. There's your governance. Taxing the poor before they even become adults. So she's paying that off, paying her visa, eating my food. I have no money for food. I don't have money to cover the hydro. I don't have money to cover the gas. I don't have money to cover the visa. I don't have money to cover the royal. I don't have money to cover the freaking telephone, and the cable, and the internet. So what? Is Suk gonna work me now for 3 months straight? Until he's satisfied that it's acceptable? When I can take you out again with my camera and go over there and show you the same kind of pile of shit in that yard and that yard, the yard next to me. Then he's not doing nothing about them though. Anyway, people, I gotta make my tea, have a little sip of that, go out soaking wet. I got about another hour and a bit before it gets dark. And then I'll get up tomorrow and do the same thing. Like, I'm forcing myself to do this, people. There's Boots, too. I'm forcing myself to do this, people. Trust me, I'm forcing myself. Oh, I can't see. Hold on. I need glasses. I can't even see. Whatever. I'll try and see. I can't see. I can kind of see. There we go. There's Boots, too. Poor cat. He endures cold weather 24/7. Okay. So there you go. 10 after 6, people. I'm done for today. I got, hold on. I got one more day left. And that's tomorrow. I started on the day when he showed up. He showed up in the morning. I went out in the afternoon. And out of those 14 days, I only took the one Sunday off. And I've been doing anywhere between 3 to 6 hours a day. Mostly washing wood and rocks. And moving them around. Probably better to wash the rocks now and the wood now versus before the heat wave comes and there's a water restriction. So maybe that's why they're bugging me. Because they're all paranoid about the water. I don't think so, though. I don't think that's it, people. Anyway, I'm going to convert this now, upload it, and oh, it was so hard to get outside today. It was so hard. But I went out there. And I'm sure tomorrow will be hard to get out there, but I'll go out there tomorrow too. We'll see if maybe tomorrow I can squeak by and get it done. Right? That would be really nice. Like, really, I have other things to do. I haven't done absolutely no paperwork, people. I am too tired. I can't cope with it. I can't.